21 years of age, Conor Riordan, 26, the older man, Crosbie. 6'1", there's the height advantage of Riordan. Professional debut made by him. His opponent's got a big KO win. So once again, we do go to Buddy Johnson, RMC, to make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, BAMMA 27, we are ready for 3 5-minute rounds in the professional welterweight division. Introducing your fighter, standing to my left, he weighed in officially at 169.4 pounds. Making his professional debut from Manchester, England, Conor Riordan. And his opponent, standing to my right, he weighed in officially at 170.8 pounds with one professional win from Dublin, Ireland, Kiefer Crosbie. When the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Daniel Mulcahy.
So, Chris, this is vital for both men. How they adapt to the skill set of their opponent, I think, will see the man who achieves victory here tonight.
Cannot wait for this. The way they move is so different. Riordan stands a little bit tall and tries to pitter-patter his punches, and he almost tries to bait you in for a striking exchange just so he can get a hold of you in the clinch. Of course, on the flip side, what we've seen from Big Daddy is just a very, very effective, difficult to chase down style. So here you can already see Riordan trying to plod onwards.
Well, Chris, this is one of the things you mentioned about Riordan's style, the way he walks you down. It does leave him open to the sort of counter that Big Daddy is already using.
Look at that oblique kick again. And now we're to the open stance. I found it a little bit interesting that he started orthodox. That might have been just to give Riordan a false sense of security. Here we are now. Right foot forward, southpaw for Big Daddy. Left foot forward, orthodox for Riordan.
And I love the way, as you said, he's using that oblique kick. There was also a sweet left hand there. And this is the danger for Conor Riordan. We know where he wants to be when he ties up, but it's dangerous getting there.
The way that Big Daddy set up that left hand was actually going southpaw, but a huge, wow, excellent stuff there, going Harai Goshi down to the mat from Riordan. Man, what a takedown.
Well, you saw the moment he went for that takedown, there was a moment Crosbie desperately tried to get out because I think he's well aware of Riordan's reputation, but back to his feet, Chris. Very well done there from Kiefer Crosbie.
Spectacular. The moment you get down to the floor, you've got to explode hard. That's the time to get up. There's no rest, no waiting. It's exactly what Big Daddy did. Crosbie in the upright. Riordan trying to maintain the clinch. Watch out for his entries. That was like lightning the way he threw him.
Well, we've seen again the things we talked about before the bout. We're seeing actually happen here now. Riordan walking his man down, but while he's walking his man down, he's susceptible to the counter and the speed of Crosbie. Crosbie, as you saw, was desperate to get back up to his feet the moment Riordan got him to ground.
Interesting there. Big Daddy thinking about maybe trying to hit a trip of his own, but don't play with fire because that is the penalty. Right back up, though, is Big Daddy. Excellent work here for Crosbie.
Yes, he's had a couple of warnings there, and Riordan, we did say this is where we felt he'd want to be, but Crosbie making it very, very difficult for him. Drops to his knees, drops Crosbie down as well.
I love that head snap there, trying to maybe stuff the elbow, and he's got a couple of options here. Thought about possibly a choke. Let's go. Again, look at that, straight to the overhook.
Now, Riordan was saying that knee was to the groin, but they both carry on. Oh, vicious elbow from Crosbie. And Riordan felt that, and suddenly Crosbie explodes into life, Chris.
Crosbie thinking about trying to pass those legs as quick as possible here to unload. Certainly Riordan holding on for dear life, breaking the posture, trying to get a breather.
It was set up from that superb elbow, Chris. He smashed it in. Suddenly Riordan was in trouble, and Crosbie, as you said, dropped on him immediately.
Crosbie trying to set up the pass here. Riordan catching a moment's rest to recover.
Now it's when Crosbie wants to set up that pass that this is where Riordan can use those long limbs to try and prevent that, isn't it? As we're seeing now with those long legs.
Big armbar attempt here, but a little bit shallow. Crosbie able to get that limp arm escape and drag it back beyond the elbow. No leverage, no submission.
And Crosbie back where you feel he'll want to be after that success. And Riordan felt that left elbow, set up everything that Crosbie did afterwards. And there's the kick. We watched a couple of videos of Crosbie before, didn't we?
It's that snap kick to the midsection that can be so devastating. Oh, but those are big punches. Down comes the ground and pound, up goes the legs. Armbar attempt from Riordan.
And I love the way that Riordan, even in defensive mode, is always looking offensively as well for that heel as well, Chris.
Trying to drag that leg in. He's got to get the knee line under control here. Again, too shallow. If you look at this here, the patience from Crosbie and the weight distribution will be enough to get that leg out. Excellent work for Big Daddy. Big Daddy with the back take here. Riordan again thinking about leg attacks.
Yes, he's transitioned well, Riordan, but Crosbie, as I said, has been a real shot, but he's in trouble now, Chris.
Knee bar attempt there from Riordan. Oh, the grimace there from Kiefer's face. You can see the hyperextension there, Malcolm.
Well, he's worried because, Chris, he's been totally dominant for most of this round, but Riordan has stayed calm and has got him under real pressure. I think he's going to see out the round. I don't think it's enough for Riordan, but it shows Crosbie just how dangerous he is.
There we go, that's the one. You gotta get it underneath your armpit, try to thrust your hips forward, but saved by the bell. Wow.
So, Chris, it played out exactly how we felt. The striker, and there's the elbow that really caught Riordan's attention. Riordan tucks up after that, and look at the foot movement from Crosbie there.
Straight out. And again, that short elbow that you alluded to, Malk, the left is the one that you gotta watch out for. Oh, smashing sweet home. Really sweet connection there. And then we saw Riordan go into survival mode, but there were some good submission attempts there from Riordan, particularly that knee bar at the end. I think both men have thrown their poison out on the table and said, let's play.
That's right, and I like the way, as you said, that Riordan, even under pressure, is still thinking. This one is still perfectly poised. I think the judges will have gone with Crosbie on that opener, but there's still a lot in this for Riordan.
And we will see exactly how that goes down. Daniel, the gentleman, Movahidi, the third man in the ring, in charge of the proceedings. Round 2 on tap. It's BAMMA 27.
So we heard about level changes from Crosbie's corner. That's what they want to see, level changes. Oh, that elbow attempt, immediate. Riordan looks to lock him up. He doesn't want any more of that, Chris.
Riordan doing very wise. Again, look at the way he always controls with that overhook or the collar tie. He has his bread and butter, and as does Big Daddy Crosbie.
Well, Crosbie had his moments on the ground as well. We thought it might be the traditional grappler versus striker, but every generation, they're more rounded, and Crosbie proved this. And there again, he's the man that initiates the takedown, Chris.
Like I said, he does have good opportunistic takedowns. And a lot of that is set up by his movement and his strikes. If you can make a guy think about what you're going to do as far as plan A goes, plan B sometimes is the more easy route to go, and that's what you just saw from Crosbie.
And that plan B included 2 short, chopping left elbows, and again, looking to transition for side control. Confident here, Crosbie, against a very dangerous man on the ground. But those long limbs of Riordan, we've seen the armbar attempt on a number of occasions from Riordan, sorry, as Crosbie comes in and looking again, or for that ankle.
Again, a knee bar, possibly an option here. Again, look at that, the invert here from Riordan. But the problem is when you're holding onto a leg with both hands, you're not protecting your face.
And Crosbie capitalized there with a punishing right arm that the crowd responded to.
Crazy stuff here. He may have a possible knee slicer. This is very unorthodox right here. He's got a couple of options. If he can get that squeeze on, get that figure 4 locked up.
But this is what I said, Chris. Even under pressure, Conor Riordan has always looked for an outlet and always looking for a way to turn defense into offense.
And then he drops back to get that knee bar. This looks pretty deep here, Malcolm. He's got an option here. If he can get his arm underneath that and get good torque.
Well, he stayed calm under vicious pressure, and you can see Crosbie trying to relax here, Chris, in this position. And I think he's lost it.
Oh, big triangle attempt up there into the diamond guard. O'Riordan looking to lock up that figure four. What a transition here from Big Daddy Crosbie.
It'll be a real turnaround as well, Chris, because Conor Riordan looked in control and suddenly he's under all sorts of pressure here from Kiefer Crosbie.
What a spectacular setup there from Big Daddy Crosbie. A lot of time to work with here. That figure four is on, Malcolm.
Yes, and he's softening up. Look again, loosening up with those chopping elbows all over. He's got it. What a turnaround, Chris, from Riordan looking for the knee or the ankle. Crosbie, the man we considered the striker, turning it around. And he set out the stall early in the second, did he? With the trip of himself.
Putting the mix in MMA. Big Daddy getting it done with big style here tonight in Dublin's 3 Arena. Man, what a stoppage. And he was on the wrong side of a leg attack there, but he stayed patient, listened to his corner, cleared the knee line, and then rolled right into that triangle. And it's that moment, as you'll see here when we take a look at how that finish went down, that Riordan was caught with one arm in. One arm in his danger zone. Here we go. Again, swinging the legs up, locking down that halfway position, crossing the ankles, pulling in the left leg, stuffing in the left elbow, and then locking up the ankle underneath the knee for that figure four. Couple of elbows to only make that worse. And there, a technical submission win as referee in charge, Daniel Movahidi, steps in to wave off this contest. What a stoppage. Big Daddy reigns supreme. And the crowd loving every single minute of it here. Let's go to Buddy Johnson for the official decision.
Our referee called a stoppage to this bout at 2 minutes 32 seconds of the second round. To your winner by submission, Kiefer Crosbie.